Welcome to the sixth video in my series of making my way to 2200. Just looking for an opponent at the moment. So let's see who it finds. Here we go, I'm playing the black pieces. Let's see how we go. He's rated 1960, so this is the highest rated opponent I've come across at the moment. So let's see how we go. So it's an English opening, or Reti, c4 knight f3, okay, transposed into, well, it's a sort of regular d4. I'm going to try and take it down to King's Indian lines if possible. Yeah, in some games I've played c5 back, but in this one, kind of auto knight f6, g6, which is another sort of setup I like to do. So let's see if we can get it into King's Indian territory. That's my preferred choice as black. Against d4. Okay, so he's gone g3, which is sort of like the anti-King's Indian sort of, well, I like to play e5, f5 and all that, king's side pawn storm. So yeah, okay, so now I've got to work out how I'm going to proceed with a counter-attack in the centre. Whether I play e5 at some point. I don't usually like to castle too early because players tend to these days come up with sort of hybrid openings where they suddenly decide not to castle the same side and then just throw the sink at you. So I'm a little bit nervous about castling right at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do is play a plan that sometimes I play, which is to play c6, queen c7, knight d7, then e5, which is, yeah, it's quite flexible. So yeah, so I'll wait for him to castle and then I'm going to castle. Yeah, I'm probably playing that a little bit cautious, but it seems to be the modern way. Yeah, people are playing a lot of hybrid openings more recently. So is e5 a problem if I play queen c7? I don't think it is. There's normally enough on it. So yeah, I've played this quite a few times, this kind of setup. So get e5 in at some point. I can exchange on d4, then I can play knight c5 and then here. And in the meantime, the only downside to all that is I've got to need to find some way to put this bishop. Okay, sometimes it's d7. But anyway, let's continue with the plan. So if I can get d7 in, I can play this rook across. And then sometimes the bishop slides back. There's a lot of pressure on this pawn if I'm a little bit slow. So let's have a look. See if we can play pawn takes, knight here, queen d2, knight back, rook across, and then have I got enough on this pawn? Okay, so then before all of that I need to go pawn takes, knight c5, queen d2, bishop e6 or 7, e6 or d7. So d7, rook d1, and then do I have a problem with that pawn? Yeah, that's quite a long variation, but this is the kind of depth you have to go to. So pawn takes, knight here. Sorry, pawn takes, knight c5, queen d2. Where does my bishop go at that point? Can I play bishop e6? The only problem is in that line you can possibly play b4 and there's knights and only got e6 to go to, a6 or d7 to go to. Okay, so I'm going to take and then I'm going to have a look at it. So knight here, knight takes, queen d2, bishop e6. This is an argument for playing knight here if he captures that way. Yeah. I could play to either square now. I don't recall. I've not played against this before, where he's captured with the bishop. Yeah. I can play, and this one sort of equalises more, but this one probably is a little bit more double-edged. The problem is e5. If I play knight c5, so you can play pawn on, and then I've not got enough on it, so I think I'm forced to play knight here, which does give me a tempo because I'm hitting c4. Yeah, if knight takes, knight, pawn takes, that's quite an equal game. You just play bishop back, I play bishop e3, and then I develop rooks, and it's fairly symmetrical. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Okay. Now I'd like to play bishop e6. The downside to that is you can play knight g5. So I'll probably have to prepare with h6 myself. In the meantime, he's going to play queen here and rook d1. So h6, queen d2, bishop e6, rook behind it, rook across, and then I haven't got a problem. So yeah, I think we'll play that. Yeah, okay, so bishop e6, he plays rook to d1, I play rook to d8. Yeah, and we're all covered, so yeah, this is okay, this is okay. He's played this quite quickly. We're 13 moves in, I've used a couple of minutes, obviously with increment. That's okay. Quite happy with that. I'm also glad he's played queen rook, because if he played king rook, then that would mean I'm not sure which one I'm playing. So let's carry on. There's not much point thinking too much longer. So okay, there's enough on this if everything's captured. So is there? Yes, there is, just because the queen's in front. So after knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, queen takes here, and then queen takes. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, right, now then, at this point, could I possibly play... Yeah, I was looking at playing knight here, but then the pawn hangs, so the other move was knight takes knight and relieve some pressure. But that does make it difficult to then play this here at some point, and that's my freeing move if I can get d5 in. So let's have a look. Knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, pawn on. Okay, have I got enough on it? So CD, CD, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Yeah, I'm okay because the queen. Oh no, because the bishop's here now. So yeah, that wouldn't be any good. But I need to find out how I'm going to free up my position. The other thing is, there was a pawn hanging there at the moment, but you can't take it because I can play b6. I hadn't really spotted that, but I know it's a bit of a theme in this kind of opening, so maybe I play... can I play rook e8 here? Yeah, I'm not sure what my plan is. I've just realised he's actually hitting my pawn on h6. So let's defend that pawn. That's sort of, again, another quite thematic thing. Guessing I'll play rook e1. Might possibly play rook e8 myself. Okay, yeah, no, I missed my opportunity now, didn't I, to play knight takes knight. So yeah. So now I need to suffer the consequences a little bit, but does that allow me to play d5? So let's have a look. Okay, you can capture that bishop, that's fine. Okay, so here, CD, CD, pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes, and he hasn't used the bishop, so bishop takes, yeah, okay, so I think I'm okay in that line. However, although, yeah, knight here at the end of it, rook takes, knight takes, rook, yeah, okay, I think I'm okay in that line. So what happens if he captures here in the middle of it? So pawn on, knight takes, pawn takes, CD, CD, ED, ED, knight takes, bishop takes, and I think I lost a pawn in that line. Yeah, probably have, haven't I? I mean, I could play bishop c8, but that just makes it forever that I'm going to get this in, doesn't it? Yeah. I have played lines where I allow the capture there. But yeah, f4's coming as well. So I really needed to take the knight there because it's now my pieces are starting to get very congested, and I'm starting to run out of places to put them. Okay, so if I allow knight takes, pawn takes, he plays f4, knight back. Is this a weakened structure, or is it better to play bishop back and yeah, because if he ever gets f5 in when this is going to be rough. Yeah, let's play bishop back. I need to play a little bit more quickly anyway. He's nearly, it's 5.5 minutes up on the clock and we're only 16 moves in. So yeah, playing a better opponent, and I'm starting to feel the pressure already. Okay. So I need to start putting some more time pressure, or a little bit of time pressure his way by playing a little bit more quickly. So f4, knight d7, that's an only move, so don't really need to think about that. It'd be nice to get f5 in at some point, but this is going to be very difficult unless I play knight g8, e7. Yeah, here it comes. There's no point messing around. Okay, he might play f5 here. If he does, I'll just put the knight back where it was. If he plays knight f3, which reveals an attack on there, then I need to really think about where I'm going to put the knight. I don't really want to put it back on b8. Here's not the best square. c5. That does hit the pawn, which forces him into a decision. So the knight on this square, he's only got one defender of that pawn. So I'm just looking can he play e5 in this spot? So ed, fe, knight takes. Is there any nasties? Yeah, I can't see anything. There might be perhaps a sack on f6. Bishop takes pawn. That's a possibility. Yeah, I'm just looking if there's a way to counter that. Okay, he's gone g4. Obviously that strengthens f5. Okay. Maybe I should play knight c5. Is it worth playing a5 just to stop him from playing b4 against that? He has got an awful lot of pawns on the fourth rank, so yeah, might be a possibility of suck him in, spit him out kind of an approach later, but I've got a lot of congestion of pieces. I need to start looking for exchanges. So a5, knight c5 is an idea. The only problem is it's vulnerable to queen f2, and then when I move this knight later, possibly I've got to watch out forever for bishop b6. What's the threat of this here? Knight h5, or even g8. Pawn takes, knight takes. Yeah, you know, this in a rapid play game, this is quite a tough position to play. The other problem with a5 as well, the queen's tied down to the defence of that, so in actual fact, knight f5, knight here, b5, and then I come here, b4, and then I come there. If he plays f5, then I'll probably have to reinforce it. Okay, with a5. Okay, I need to play more quickly. We're not even 20 moves in, and I've used nearly half my time. Okay. Yeah, g5. It's got to be knight g8, hasn't it? I need to start posing problems for him, because I'm doing all the reaction at the moment. That's not how I like to play chess. I like to be the one trying to enforce it, but obviously with black you have to sort of dig in a little bit sometimes. And this is quite an impressive setup that he's got, but you know, I can, you know, potentially pick holes in it if I can spot the right counter strike at the right time. I mean, possibly f5's a move here, followed by g5. I mean, if he does play f5, I need to reinforce this knight, because I really don't want it to go backwards after b4. So you could play b4 now, but I'm just coming back to here to challenge that knight. Okay, arguably you could play knight f3 and then f5. Yeah, I've got to keep the lane for this d6 square, because I can't keep dropping knights back, because there's potential tactics of him being able to take on d6 at some point, or moving the knight with the tempo and then threatening to take that. It's not possible right at this moment, but I need to keep that lane clear. So that's always a weakness in black's position, is making sure you've got enough to cover that square. I suppose the other problem I've got is if maybe e5, pawn takes, and then if I do play queen takes here, then he's potentially got bishop there, but he's gone for this, which I was half expecting. He could oh yes. Oh, if he does follow up with f5, I was going to play an auto knight g8, but then if he plays f5, he's then threatening f6 as well, which is, oh my god, that could be quite horrible. So knight g8, f5. I definitely don't want to take it. So back here, knight g8, f5. Okay. Then we play pawn takes pawn, bishop takes. Oh my goodness, that hits the rook. So then play bishop takes pawn. Hang on, I'm getting myself lost here. So knight back, pawn on, pawn takes, bishop there. Okay, yeah, bishop takes, bishop, knight takes, bishop, pawn check. Pawn takes, that holds onto the knight, so I think I'm just about okay in that line. What happens if I take it now and then come back here? At least, okay, the problem with that is just going to throw the h pawn at me, so then I'm in real trouble. Unless I take here and then play knight h5. Then bishop f3. Then the whole thing opens up and you can put queens on h2 and stuff. This is going to be quite tough to hold on to, isn't it? Okay, so what's the best scenario in these? Okay, so knight back here. Let's just have a quick look, see if there's a rule like this sack. So knight takes. Don't see anything. Knight takes, bishop takes. I can play bishop takes pawn, but I don't want to be opening up lines to my king. Okay, so what do I take here? I could take there, bishop takes, pawn on, bishop takes, queen takes. Okay, then I can... Oh my god, I'm just getting ripped open, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just going to have to play a move because I'm just going to run out of time otherwise. Okay, if he doesn't... Oh, actually... I was going to suggest maybe if he plays f5 I play h5 just to coming up, but then f6 is... Oh, that my bishop's permanently in tomb then. So I really can't do that. Yeah, I think the best line is after f5, pawn takes pawn, bishop takes bishop here. Then if pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. There is a attempt, you could sack the exchange, rook takes bishop. knight takes, then the other rook joins in. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's take it. Now I've committed to this, I've got to take that pawn because I can't allow him a free f6. Okay, there is an intermezzo I mixed here, which is this, pawn takes pawn, so but I can just play pawn takes pawn. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook. And I think we're just about okay. Yeah, okay. There's any point just hanging around. I need to catch some time up, and I've already seen the line and I can't see any improvements while I'm looking at it, so let's just play it. Okay, what happens if he plays bishop takes, bishop, knight takes? Yeah, okay, I've got to do that. Let's see, let's suppose he does nothing now with, oh, queen g5, that could be tricky. That's one I hadn't spotted. Now I'm probably forced to go queen e7. Pawn takes, check, pawn takes, and that just about holds everything together. Yeah, queen g5, yeah, queen here, and then you can play queen check. What happens if I play king now instead? Pawn takes, pawn takes. I'm just worried about my queen being a little bit overloaded. When you can after queen e7, rook here, and then he's threatening to play pawn on, pawn takes, and then I don't really want a queen facing. Yeah, okay, I've got an idea. Okay, so if he does play queen h4, king here, I can always put a rook behind it and get rid of it. Presumably, if he hasn't played pawn takes pawn. Yeah, this h4 could be a problem. Yeah, I was looking at playing knight back here, but that allows f6, and then I'm just doomed at that point. Okay, I've got 3 on this at the moment, but I don't think I can take it, because if he plays rook here, I've got other than hitting this. Actually, it could be a possibility. So pawn, knight takes, knight takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and then rook here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And the problem with this now as well is I can't play knight here, so I'm pretty much forced to play king there. That defends this as well as bringing the rook into the game. So yeah, it's got to be king g7, hasn't it? Yeah, this is quite tough now. Be nice if I can get the knight into there. That would improve things. In actual fact, rook f8. This is where he plays pawn takes, pawn takes, and pawn now to keep this rook to the defence on this. Actually, no, that's absolute rubbish. Unless he plays the rook behind. Yeah, I really want to play rook here, and then for the other rook across. So if he plays like this rook here, then this rook's totally tied down to the defence of this. Yeah, I might now have to play. I could play knight back here, which allows then does allow this rook to be able to move. And also allows me to play knight g8 at some point. Because then on this I've got enough on that square. So yeah, knight d7's got to be a move after this. Yeah. Okay. So pawn takes pawn. Yeah, I want to try and preserve my time, so I've calculated it as best as I can to that point. It's only going to get more complicated for me, so I really do need to preserve my time. Right, okay, I wonder if there's a chance you can play knight e6 now, because that's something I didn't look at. Oh yes, that looks horrible, because then after pawn takes, queen takes pawn. Oh, and then I'm getting mated. Yeah, blast, I've completely missed that. Yeah, knight e6, king g8, knight takes rook. Yeah, then pawn takes, and then this knight's falling as well. Oh, actually no it isn't, because there's a knight on d7, but he looks pretty awful. Yeah, the problem is after king g8 you play rook here and then queen there, and I'm probably just going to get mated as well, so this is... yeah, I did probably play this a little bit too quickly, not even looking at knight e6 until after the event. The problem is it's a check as well, it's a forcing move. So what can I do? Yeah, after knight here, pawn takes, queen takes with check. The king is can only go here, and it's rook there, and that's mate pretty much. So so definitely can't take it. Yeah, this is going to be a struggle after that. That's totally losing. Totally lost after knight e6. I'm sure that's what he's looking at. Yeah, I mean, knight e6, king here, and then queen h6. That's yeah, very nice. And then yeah, if pawn takes, queen takes, and it's the same finish. Yeah, knight e6, I'm totally busted. Because it's a check with the knight as well, the king has to move, I can't put a piece in the way. Yeah, if he finds it, I'm just going to put a nice move in, I think. Or maybe I should... yeah, let's leave it till after the game, I think. I'm sure that's what he's looking at. And either that or he can't find something, so he's really investing the time, but yeah, knight e6 is an absolute killer. And then what can I do? It's a king move. Oh wow. Okay, that's a good move as well, which I think forces knight e5. And I'm probably just about hanging on. So 26. Yeah, what's he seen after knight e5? Okay, so can I play rook f8, rook here for that? Yeah, I've just got enough on this knight have knight to be able to play that, so I think I can probably beat off the attack. And then if he does play knight here, then I can play bishop takes, so I'm okay. Yeah, let's play rook h8. I'm okay, so usually when you've got the attacking player in this scenario, or in actual fact both players tend to invest an awful lot of time in attack and defence like this, and thankfully I'm seeing a lot of his moves, so I'm able to play it quite quickly. So just, yeah, obviously got to be careful that there's no mistakes in the middle of it all, but yeah, I mean at one point in this game I was about 6 minutes down, but he's used sort of 11 minutes against 4 in the time that's elapsed since. Obviously trying to invest a lot of time to try and find a killer attack, and it was available on knight e6. But okay, I need to regroup now. So yeah, so he's taken that. So can I at this point play rook h5, because that would be an actual lovely counter strike if I could play that now. Okay, so what's going to happen here is now he's threatening to play knight here, isn't he? Which could be troublesome. Yeah, so I've really got to calculate this one right on the money. So if pawn takes, knight here, bishop takes, which is forced because he's forking king and queen, pawn takes, which renews an attack on this, and I'd like to play rook h5 and beat him away, but this pawn's hanging. So how can I counter that? So it's pawn takes pawn, knight here, which is forced that, or can I just play rook here now, then knight here. Okay, so rook h5, pawn takes, and I can just take that and everything's covered. So rook here, knight here seems to be the remedy. Then if I take here, and then if he recaptures, then I can capture his queen. So I'm struggling to calculate all of this, but this seems, by intuition, this seems to be the right move. Yeah, I'm going to play it. So presumably he has to play queen here, and then pawn here, and then if he plays knight there, then bishop takes, pawn takes. Yeah, I can't. He's still got an attack on this, but it doesn't look quite so threatening because the queen will be further back, and I've established a rook on the 5th as well. So this is starting to get a little bit hazy. Yeah, queen there. Okay, so now I've got to capture the pawn back. I can't just not capture it. I could maybe have captured with a knight, but no, this seems more sensible to capture this way. It'd be nice to be able to play rook g5 at some point, but to prepare that I've got to move the knight off, and there's no sensible squares for it. Yes, that important rook move is very important. So knight here, bishop takes, pawn takes, and then I can play g5. Yeah, that blunts the whole thing. Okay, yeah, knight f4. That's Oh, he's threatening to come into f4. That's sensible. And oh my goodness, then we've got another attacker on g6 as well. So okay, I need to find something quite which is going to sort of hit him back. I mean. Okay, rook h6 seems to be quite sensible, preempting this, and then maybe I can play knight h5 to counter that, to hit the queen. Knight takes, rook takes. Okay, I think we're going to start up in the tempo a little bit here because we've both got 3 minutes left, so it's probably slightly defensive, and I just couldn't see a good attacking move back. So I obviously need to stop posing problems to him. You know, his queen's sort of tied to the defence of this a little bit, so I mean that's it's quite minor in this position though. Kind of just about hanging on at the moment, but I'm sure there's a good counter strike coming in soon if I can find it. I'm sort of half expecting knight here. I mean, I suppose the antidote to that is to play king h7 at some point. It just means that I might be vulnerable to a rook f7 later in the, or if he doubles on here. Yeah, okay. So can I now play knight here? Okay, which hits the queen. So knight takes, rook takes. then he might double the queen on queen f2, queen f4, something like that, which will tie me down a little bit, but then I could possibly regroup and rook h8, f8. Okay, so that line seems okay. So what about knight here? Can he play knight takes? So rook takes, and I don't see any nasties after that, so the only downside I've got to look at is knight e6. Yeah, probably should have looked at that before I played this, but I could see that I've just about got enough on it. So knight here, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. Is there any nasty at the end of that? I can't see one. Okay, the one good thing about this position for me, or it's of quite a minor concern, or minor thing in my favour, is at least that bishop's sort of, it's just biting on its own pawn at the moment. It's not really active. Okay, so he's taken, so I'm going to capture it back, obviously. And that does allow me to play rook g5 as well, so I've defended this position quite well at the moment. I mean, he did have a ferocious attack, and he could have finished it off with knight e6, but I should be quite proud of how I've played this game, because this was quite tough. But anyway, enough of that. Game's not over, it's only over when it's over, so I need to stay focused. I'm not sure what his move is here. Okay, okay, that was the move I was half expecting a little while ago, and this is forced, so yeah, okay, and I'll probably have to play rook h6. Oh no, I can play pawn on. Oh no, I can't, because, oh yeah, the threat, this, oh, I missed that. Okay, so do I have to play queen f6 now? Queen f6, that seems forced. 3 minutes against 2. And then if pawn takes, queen takes, and then, yeah, I can't, and I definitely can't play rook takes pawn, because he just plays rook takes rook, so that this is an only move. So the material's level at the moment. He's got a bishop for a knight, okay, which is an advantage in the end game. Okay, but if we end up swapping everything off, his bishop is the wrong one if he's going to support this pawn, and I lose, and we end up yeah, that was forced. Okay, so now do I capture the king or the knight? I think the king seems to be the one. I've just got to be careful of this vulnerable pawn. So after rook d1, knight f7. Yeah, that's okay. It's always good to have a king that's quite advanced as well. The only thing is I've allowed him to play rook f8 if he wants it. If that happens, okay. I was going to say after rook f8, rook f5, and then rook f7 if he goes chasing the pawns. But this, okay, this is probably have to repeat. We'll play king g7. Okay, that does allow the rook to defend this pawn if it needs to as well. One thing he has to do now is defend his pawn on h3. Okay, the first instinct is to play rook g5. Which is sort of stop his rook check. Okay, and if I'm trying to force it into a draw, my ideal scenario would be to swap all these pawns off and just give him this because it's the wrong square. So not really going into draw mode at the moment, but if I have to, then that would be my plan. So yeah, if he swaps the rooks off, I should be quite happy with that. I'll just play king f6 after rook g1. After rook takes, king takes, then king here. Okay, then I need to start swapping these pawns off. Okay. Yeah, the king and pawn endgame, I'm sure that's probably lost. So if rook takes, bishop takes, king here, bishop g4, I'm probably not going to take that. I'll probably just play king there. Okay. pawns are quite safe, so I'm not worried about that so much. Okay, I was surprised at that. Do I play b5? Try and initiate some trades. My instinct was to play this, but I really want to start trading some pawns off. Yeah, and if we can establish a pawn on b4 as well. Although the problem is with that now, if pawn takes b4, I'm going to get my pawn fixed on b5, which is not good. Yeah, that wasn't clever. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've just spotted a good thing. So if he tries to fix it, I'll play knight here, and then if he tries to defend, my knight's going after his pawn, so that's okay. That's not so bad. The only thing is, if he plays pawn here now, that's might be an issue. Which way do I go? Yeah, didn't really think about that too much. If I play king there, then he's going to come after. Is he going to come after me this way? King takes pawn. Yeah, this bit's quite critical. Because if I go to f6, that's conceding some space, which, I really need. Okay, yeah, let's remember, I'm not quite so worried about that pawn. So certainly later on, if I can exchange all the pawns off. I mean, I can't really play for a win here because I've got a knight against a bishop and the pawns are spread. But what I'm playing for is this wrong bishop draw, which I've demonstrated in a daily game not so long ago. But you can use it as leverage. Okay, so that stops him from playing knight here after pawn on, so that's a clever move. But I'm going to play pawn on. Chances are now he's going to go running after it with a king, so okay. So I'm going to allow my king to go to stop that. But I need to try and find a way to put the knight on this square, don't I, without going to here. Ooh, does that allow king g5? Yes, it does. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he's probably going to play bishop there now. And then in which case, yeah, then I'm coming knight back here. Yeah. I didn't realise I'm down to 1 minute and a half. Yeah, I would like to play king f4. That's a natural move, but yeah, he's realised he's using that pawn as leverage now, isn't he? So yeah, this is where the knight's not so good, is it? Do I introduce this pawn and start ramming it down his throat? I think I probably have to. Yeah. I have to start playing on instinct now. I'd like to go after these pawns, but it's not quite going to happen, is it? Okay, he can't come in at the moment, so hence I'm just playing this. He might end up having a bishop check, in which case I go king here. Yeah, I've got a minute left. Okay, he's hitting that, which I don't really want to push this pawn, but I don't think I've got much. It's a check, thankfully. The problem is then that pawn falls afterwards because I need to move the knight. So pawn on king there, knight here, then I can capture here. The problem is then, yeah, then I've got to go chasing this pawn, in which case then he wins. So pawn on king there. Knight check, king oh no, he's got to go here. Then pawn on again, king there. Oh, yeah, I can't quite see it all out, but instinctively this is the move. Oh, I'm just keep running that pawn because after knight here, his king is tied to the defence of this bishop. So I just keep running that pawn until he has to take it, and then I just take the bishop. And I'm not sure if that's winning, but it's got to be very close. Okay, so knight here. That's yeah. I've got to keep his king out. Wow, this is a tense endgame. I think ultimately he's still definitely got the edge because the bishop over the knight is so much stronger. And if I could get in with my knight to attack this. Yeah, I'm not sure what my move is here. I can't do anything really. All I can do is sit and shuffle. I really want to keep this tempo in reserve. Yeah, he's got a minute and a half. Okay, I wonder, is he going to try and... how is he going to do it? If he swaps a pawn off, then I just sack my knight for that pawn. That's fine, I can do that. And then all I need to do then... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, is it touch move? I'm not sure. Pawn on, bishop back. I'm sure. No, I can't do that. If he swaps, then I can force a draw. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this. Might be a mistake, but that's his only move. But if I can play knight takes this pawn, then that's totally drawn. So I'm going to come back here. Right, where can I anchor this knight? Where can I anchor that knight? Okay, let's put the pawn there, which means he's almost zugs round here. So the king can't move forward. He can play the pawn on, in which case I'm just going to sacrifice the knight. If he goes king back, then I'm just going to shuffle my king. Okay, so the king comes round there. That probably gobbles that pawn up. Okay, so he's gone there. Okay, so now do I play here? The bishop takes, then I queen. In which case he goes back. I've got 33 seconds. I really need to keep my eye on that on the clock. Okay, come on. Oh yeah, okay, that's a draw. That's a draw. Okay. That's a draw. Okay, and then he can't. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, I might be a little bit pessimistic in my approach, but this, yeah. But I maybe there was a win there, but I was under pressure on the clock, I don't know. Yeah, so he obviously realises as well, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah. That was a very interesting game. I was under massive pressure. I mean, yeah, if you defend knight e6, that was just game over. Wow, that was quite tense. But I was happy with how I played. I haven't played in 1900 on Rapid before on chess.com, so he was quite advanced. So yeah, I'll take that. Okay, let's have a quick look at the game. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow, okay. ratings were a lot lower this time. The marks seem to be quite good, although saying that there's a few misses and blunders, that's probably why the marks are a bit lower. Oh my goodness, he did 3 blunders. Wow, can't say I saw any of them. He certainly did a few misses. I know 96 was one of them. Yeah, 83.7 rapid. Yeah, that's not bad. Recently I've performed on a lot higher level, but I can see that the rating is pretty good for an 83.7. That's probably because it was 60 odd moves, and it was also very complicated. So let's have a quick look and see what the deal is. Okay, so yeah, fairly bookish at the moment. Oh wow, I can see a few question marks a bit further down. Look at this lot. Wow. Blunders, misses galore later on. Wow, what on earth have we missed? That'll be interesting. Okay, so yeah, it's fairly book stuff. Okay, so it doesn't like that for some reason. So what's the best move? Yeah, bishop f5. Okay, I've seen it played. I think I've played the white side of something similar, where somebody's played bishop f5 against me before, so yeah, I can understand that. I'm a little bit iffy about playing that, because well, to be fair, I don't really know the theory from the black side, so yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I played this. Yeah, I mean, I've played that before, so yeah, castles, that's fair enough. Yeah, castles. Yeah, e4. Okay. So although it questioned my knight bd7, we're back in book now with what's going on here. So yeah, I mean, a lot of players, when they're fianchetto the white squared bishop, they don't play e4, myself included. Okay, so yeah, h3 just shows you what wants to play bishop e3. So yeah, we're still in book with this and that. So yeah, okay, so I've obviously departed from book, and it doesn't like that move very much, and maybe, yeah, I think I'm just not sure how to proceed from here. So just relieving the tension, and also the main idea is to play, after pawn takes here, is to play knight out, so I can develop my bishop and also develop the other rook, because this rook is very important in trying to defend the pawn. So, but maybe I shouldn't relieve the tension first. I think rook e8 is what it's suggesting. Yeah. So to be fair, that does come with a threat of it. Well, not quite a threat. I was thinking after rook here, if he plays a random move, pawn takes, which exposes an attack on there. But after knight takes pawn, he's defended twice, so that's not a thing. So, but yeah, rook e8 is a developing move, and it does sort of say to white, yeah, you can't do anything crazy because your centre's under pressure. Okay, so the next move, yeah, bishop takes. Okay, yeah, I was a little bit surprised because most people play knight takes. I can understand maybe he wants to exchange the black squared bishops, fine, yeah. But according to the computer, that's given away a bit of his advantage. So knight e5, okay, didn't like that. So rook e8. Okay, so rook e8, So rook e8, okay, so that does prevent him playing for e5. Okay, but the way I played it also did. But what I didn't like is, if I play something like rook e8, to be fair, I didn't look at it, because, yeah, I just want to stop e5, end of. Rook e8, by putting a piece in the way, that is. So rook e8, if he plays queen d2, rook d1, how am I going to counter the threat of him ganging up on my d6 pawn, because I'm not going to be quick enough to play bishop out and then rook a to d8. I don't know. So let's just have a quick look at it. So queen d2 is what I would play. Okay. So my plan is to play rook d1 and then hit this pawn. How do I counter it? No. Yeah, I after he's played bishop there, I want to play knight e5, and yeah, in the game I actually missed knight takes knight, but that's what I could do here. But knight c5 is probably what it's suggesting more. Oh, hello. Oh, that does hang a pawn in this line. So queen d2 is absolute crap. Okay, so yeah, forget what I was saying on that one. Yeah, I did like knight e5 though, even though it suggests I'm almost a pawn down. Okay, so knight e5 comes with tempo, that's fine. Okay, and now, yeah, this is where I wanted to play bishop a6 or e6, wasn't it? So yeah, is this the point where I have to play? I don't have to play knight takes knight yet, but at this point, oh my goodness, he's dropped a bollock here. So what? I'm not looking at the moment. So where's he gone wrong with that? Okay, see, it's knight. I'm guessing it's knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, which is forced. Knight takes e4, hitting the queen. No, I was thinking it's exposing an attack on the bishop on d4, but it doesn't because it's defended, so that's rubbish. So where's he gone wrong with that? Wow. Okay. I thought I should probably see this. Yeah, I need help. What's the moves? Yeah, knight takes. Okay, don't run ahead. Okay, right, stop. Right, knight takes, bishop takes, yeah. Bishop takes h3. Okay, yeah, missed that. Yeah, bishop back, bishop takes, yeah, okay, so yeah, that was quite a simple, yeah, I mean, blunder, okay, yeah, it loses a pawn. Yeah, it's arguably, is it a blunder, I don't know. So blunder I would sort of more like a piece or something a lot, you know, worse, but anyway, okay, so I've completely missed that. So bishop e6 was a miss, yep, and now he's gone rook a d1, which the same thing's on. Oh my goodness, what a blind spot that is for both of us. That's scary. So knight takes, bishop takes on f3, and then bishop takes h3, same thing again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's obviously trying to defend the pawn on d6. Yeah, he's gone back, and is the same thing on? Knight takes on f3, bishop takes, yeah, bishop takes h3. The only difference is in this line, he can now take on h6. Yeah, and mine's, yeah, so what have we had? Lots of blunders and misses. And this is rated as a miss, but it's not recorded as a miss there, so okay, so knight e4, yeah, and this is where I've missed my chance to play knight takes f3 for other reasons, for congestion, so that's a good move for him. Yeah, bishop back. I mean, I could have probably left it there. I've played positions like this before where I've allowed a capture there. Okay, yeah, f4, okay, and now this is where big pressure starts to pile up. Yeah, big pressure. Okay, so that's pretty much forced. G4. Okay. What was the better move for him? Knight back. Yeah, I'm not sure the reason on that. Okay, so why would I play knight? Oh, okay, so I've got to do that because my pawn on d6. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and it's followed by the same g4. Okay, so fair enough. Yeah, knight c5. Yeah, I quite like that in the game. Yeah, g5. Wow. Okay, that blunder's a bit strong because he's still got the advantage, but. And I missed it after knight g8, so what's the move here, Dale? What's the move here? He's got very strong pressure now. Knight h5. Pawn takes, bishop takes. Or maybe he just plays f5. I'm really not sure. Let's what was his best move? So I thought g5 was okay. Yeah, unfortunately doesn't tell you an awful lot. It's just positional manoeuvres. I really want to find out why this is a blunder. Okay, obviously I've missed something. So what was the move? Yeah, pawn takes. Yeah, that's what I was considering. And I think I played that next move anyway after f5. But what's the difference? So g5. Okay. Sorry, I haven't pressed best, have I? That was a bit... Okay, so show moves. Yeah. But was he forced to play knight there? So after this... Okay, yeah. He's not forced to play knight f5. Okay, I've managed to gun the position up. Presumably he's going to play bishop f... Oh, surely... can he play bishop f3? Because I dare not take that pawn on h3, because it's, you know, it's... The king's going to run away, the rook's going to go to h1, the queen h2, and then the whole... my house falls in then. Wow, I'm surprised at that. Let's just have a look a bit further. Yeah, to be fair, it's a sacrifice. Okay. These two pawns look horrible, but at least I can sack something back at some point. Because I'm a piece for a pawn or something here. So yeah, I maybe missed something on the next move. I mean, that's the best move. So what's the difference? Yeah, pawn takes. Yeah, okay, there's obviously some... I didn't understand knight f5 in the other line. Okay. So it's suggesting bishop e5. Yeah, which is fair enough. However, my pawn on h6 is going to go. And he's pretty much going to rip me apart with gh and also fg at some point. So I like the way the bishop's on the right side of the pawn chain if he does decide to play f6. If I put the bishop there, but it's quite tough. Yeah, I must admit I'm feeling quite tired, so my analytical skills are not really on it tonight. But anyway. Okay, so pawn takes, bishop takes. Okay, bishop f6. Why didn't it like that? Did it prefer me to play f6? Oh, surely I can't play that. Because surely he just plays fg, king takes g6, and then, oh my goodness, king is so exposed. Yeah, I mean, I can't do that. Yeah, I thought that was okay. I mean, what's the best move? f6, and then what happens? Yeah, my bishop's on the wrong side of. It's just terrible. Yeah. Let's just go back one. Surely he just plays this. Yeah, king g6. Bishop f4, bishop h6. Yeah, I suppose that does trade the black bishops off, but my king is awfully exposed. Okay, let's go to the next one. just not to my taste. So yeah. Okay, so knight takes. Yeah, I was expecting that. Okay, okay, so that was the best move, surprisingly. Yep, no, I thought that was a good move. King there, yep, that's the best move, looking to play rook h8. I thought that was, again, I thought, oh wow, there's a blunder going on there. He's just gone from 2.33 to minus 0.5. So therefore, surely that should be recorded as a blunder. So what am I missing at that point? Knight d3 maybe? And then into e5. Wow. I mean, what I played was an absolute shocker of a move, knight d7. I didn't see knight e6 at the time until after I played it. So what is my counter blow here? I can't play rook h8 because obviously you just exchange on g6 and I haven't got enough of this supporting the knight, so hence is why I played knight d7. So what is my counter? I don't know, I'm going to have a look and find out what the best move is for me. Okay, so that hits the knight on d4, which presumably has to move. Let's find out what the moves are. Yeah, rook d1, rook h8, and then I can kick him out, which like I did. Okay, so after queen e5, what happens if he plays knight f3? Ah, that knight hangs. Okay, that's fair comment. I completely missed that. But under pressure, that sometimes happens. But yeah, knight e6. Yeah, if he finds knight e6, I'm just dead. Okay, so pawn takes is the move first. So let's have a look. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to recapture. Knight f5, yeah. So that's the other way to do it. Knight f5, that just wins the queen. So that's actually worse than the line that I was in. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But I do want a quick look at knight e6. Obviously I'm not happy it was against me, but I'm sure it was a killer. Oh, okay, it's not as strong as I thought. So knight e6. Yeah, f takes e6. I thought I was getting mated in this line. Yeah, queen g6. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, of course. I forgot the pawn's taken. So when we go king h8, rook h4, then the knight can come back, and it's supported by the queen. Okay, so I missed that. Maybe that's what he was looking at and found that too. Okay. Okay, so it's obviously a little bit inaccurate there, but never mind. Okay, so he played rook h4 and I played the only impossible move, which was this. Sorry, let's go back a couple of moves because I've missed something. Okay, so this, the rook g, yeah. And I couldn't play knight takes g4 because obviously queen takes queen. So then, yeah, then I played an only. Then he played a bad move there. What was his best move? Yeah, rook f4. Okay, fair enough. And then, yeah, another only. And now we've got what's supposed to be a level position, but I'm still under a bit of pressure. Yeah, pawn okay, now black's slightly better. Surprisingly, I thought I was still under masses of pressure here. Yeah, okay, rook there's not the best move. Why not? Let's just go back, and what was his better move? Okay, knight here. Knight back instead of pawn takes. Yeah, which obviously builds the pressure a little bit more. Okay, so what's my best move? So knight takes pawn. Yeah, I mean, okay, f5's in trouble anyway, but at least, you know, that if I take this way, it just permanently concedes it. Whereas if pawn takes, it's pinned at the moment, but at least I've got a say in f5 if the king moves off. But anyway, rook h5. I thought that was quite a good move. Obviously, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. And yeah, and now in this line, now it's suggesting pawn takes and not knight takes. Okay, knight back, mistake. Okay, so at this point I'm actually I'm not materially up, but plus 1.22. It's a complicated game, this one. Wow. Certainly made my head hurt. Okay, so what did it like better for him? Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I can't take it because obviously after rook takes, and I've lost a rook, so that's not rook for a pawn, so that's not on. Yeah, which is, I mean, that's what I was expecting. So knight there. Yeah, that's because I knew knight f4 was coming. That was probably a little bit too safe. Ooh, okay, so knight takes pawn. Let's just go. So this is a position with me to play. Knight takes. Oh wow, knight takes e4. Presumably after bishop takes. Rook takes h3 or something similar. So let's see what the deal is. So best. Yeah. And why? Okay, but I want to know what happens after bishop takes e4. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, of course. Which wins the queen for the rook. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Dal, you are sleeping tonight. Okay. Right, yeah, so after rook h6, knight f4, doesn't seem to think it's that good, but I thought it was quite strong. Knight here, okay, what's wrong with that? I just thought traded pieces would be good for me, but okay. But that, yeah, that does stop knight here. But it does mean this rook is less flexible, so if the pieces do come off, then, well, I suppose it's what happened anyway, but my rook gets stuck on the H file temporarily. Okay. But yeah, that does stop knight in there, which was a pain. And did give him the bishop for knight in the end game. Okay, so after knight h5 he captured, yeah, captured back, knight here, yeah, and these only moves for me and best for him. So why didn't it like that? I thought I was forced to do that because I can't play rook takes pawn. Okay, the other move I was looking at was rook here. But what was it? Why was I scared of pawn on queen takes? Rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. I'm not sure I saw the whole line of this, but I was certainly worried after pawn on. Yeah, I was also looking at g5, wasn't I? But obviously I can't because of this pawn on, and yeah, that's good. Yeah, good knight, queen for rook and pawn. So no, that's but I do want to know what was better. Okay, so rook there, so tell me the moves. Yeah, f6, yeah, queen takes, rook takes, yeah. Okay, so what's the material? Yeah, it's quite level, isn't it? The difference between this and the actual endgame we ended up playing was no rooks. I got a pawn there instead of there. Is that more holdable? Probably is with a pair of rooks as well, although yeah, I'm not sure whether I prefer the rooks on or off. Probably it's slightly more awkward, but I'd probably prefer them on because the bishop over the knight is quite strong in the endgame. Okay, so queen f6, yeah, pawn takes. That was forced. Well, hang on, surely that was forced. I suppose I could play rook f5, trade, and then the pawn on g6 is going to fall anyway, but yeah, come on, surely that's okay. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised he exchanged the queens. I mean, okay, what else can he do? I mean, I suppose if he just moves the queen off, let's say to e3, I could probably go rook g5, so maybe queen f2 is better, rook g5, and I've got some pressure. And then knight d3 looks a good move as well, so yeah, I can understand him exchanging the queens. Fair enough. I suggested knight takes was better. Maybe it was. But I mean, the pony's very good where it is at the moment. I mean, if there's no mating attacks, then the king is usually better, more advanced. So that's why I did it. Okay, bishop check. I looked at going forward, but I thought it might hamper the rook a little bit, so, and potentially rook f8 and then go after my pawns. But yeah, so king g2 was better, but yeah, it's quite minor. You could probably play rook g1 here. King f7, maybe not going anywhere, I don't know, but yeah. Okay, rook there. What is slightly better than that? a5, yeah, maybe. That probably does allow the trade of pawns a little bit better. I mean, given that he's got an outside passer and a bishop, then yeah, I should be seeking the trade of pawns. I understand that. And I suppose maybe I was looking at the bishop and pawn endgame with the wrong bishop, probably a little bit too early. Okay, slightly surprised. Yeah, I can understand his reasoning for trading the rooks off. Yeah, I was happy to trade them off. King f6, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, so was b6, yeah, b6 it's saying is better. And I think maybe he could have played the endgame slightly better after this move as well. But maybe was I too desperate in trying to trade pawns off? You know, I know if all of these pawns drop off, then we're looking at I've got a minimum of a draw, because obviously he's got the wrong pawn and bishop combination for the H pawn. I mean, just to recap on that, basically if you clear all these pawns off and my knight and all my pawns, and he's ended up with a bishop and a pawn, he can never promote this because the king can just shuffle between this square, and depending where the bishop and pawns are, I can go king here and king here, or king h8, king g8, and just keep shuffling. He can never force my king away from h8, so that's why it's a total theoretical draw. It's only if I make a colossus of a mistake that allows the win. So hence why I was probably a bit desperate to trade these off, because bishop against knight and an outside passer, there's no chance I'm going to win this, even though he's only plus 0.21. So yeah, okay, yeah, king there, fair enough. Yeah, what was my best move? I mean, I'm thinking anytime I get a chance to oppose kings, I know he can't push his king further forward. So sorry, I'll just show moves. No. That's the best move for him. If that happens, I'm happy to put the pawn on b4. So what was my best move? Knight d3. Okay, yeah, going after pawns. I can understand that. Maybe I was just getting a bit nervous if he did push the king a little bit further forward. But he has got to do something about these pawns, hasn't he? So let's have a quick look and see what the deal is. Yeah, bishop here. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, totally happy with that, because then after knight here, yeah, then he can either play knight there, then after knight here that pawn drops, or the alternative is knight here, bishop there, then knight takes pawn and draw. Okay, fine. Yeah, I missed that little knight d3 c1 maneuver. Okay. Yeah, which was prevented after this. Okay, and I think it's pretty clear cut from there. I don't think I'm losing from this point. And that was a mistake. I think I was just worried about his king maybe coming to here and then, yeah. I mean, at this point, I think I'm just shuffling the king, aren't I? Oh, what was wrong with that? Yeah, a5. Yeah, I'm a tempo saver, so I'm fine not doing that. So does he start running with his pawn? Okay, that makes sense. And yeah, that should be totally winning. Whoops. Okay. So my best move, what prevents that then? Well, presumably it's just the same thing, isn't it? So, except for this pawn drops. So after bishop there, knight, I don't know, yeah, here. Because if I go there, he's king there with the tempo. So knight back, then king there, king takes pawn, king takes pawn. I'm presuming that he must be able to win that. Because yeah, he's in far better position with his king than mine, and yeah, he's just going to pick them all off. He's got the correct bishop as well for the corner, so I'm just totally busted, surely. So hence why I play king there, because I just don't want him to infiltrate. Okay, so yeah, d4. Yeah, knight here. Yeah. Okay, no, it's saying 0-0 here. Yeah, that's the best move. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I take it. Yeah. Pawn goes on. Yeah, come on, surely there's no way to win this. It would mean a colossal mistake for me to lose it from here. But I thought that was okay. It just restricts the bishop, it keeps him tied down if I just keep advancing that pawn, as long as it doesn't get picked off by the king. But now he's down to one net pawn, because I don't class that as a pawn, other than keeping the game stretched a little bit. He's not going to win with it. My only thing is I just want to capture that pawn, and it doesn't matter if all my other pieces fall, because it's totally drawn at that point. So was I focused too heavily on that? Was there any winning chances for me? I don't think so, because if I go king here, okay, maybe this this knight can keep an eye on this pawn, but yeah, I think he's still winning, or at least drawing it. Because in the meantime he sacks the bishop, the king marches up, gobbles that pawn, and then I have to sack my knight for this pawn, and then yeah, it's messy. And there's even chances of losing that because this knight's just overstretched. Yeah, I think I'm probably losing that. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure I played this right. there, so d3s. Okay, bishop back, yep, okay, knight here. So now, if he plays b4, I'm capturing it straight away. So this, and then I just want to keep him out of, keep the king out of this square and this square. So I thought that was quite a good move. Okay, then he's come here. Okay, he can, yeah, I can play. Okay, yeah, knight here just forces the draw immediately, because then if he, the only way that it's not a draw then is if he plays pawn on and I capture the bishop, and then that pawn wins, or if he comes back then I'll capture this pawn anyway. So yeah, I missed that, but yeah, this isn't so bad either. Pawn on. Yeah, and now knight takes, and the computer recognises it's a draw because we're down to 0-0. So yeah, my opponent realised at this point as well, so offered a draw. Okay, so very interesting game. A game where I was completely busted. I mean, if he finds the right move, then it's almost +6 for him. I thought knight e6 was very strong for him, but it doesn't quite work. It was okay, well, it was a very good move, but yeah, better still was to capture on g6, and then when I play fg6, then knight f5 is an absolute killer. I've completely missed that because that just wins a queen for a knight, so that's that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. Leave your comments and let me know what you'd like to see in future videos, and all the best in your games. I'm Dale Jackson. You have been watching Jacko Chess, and until next time, goodbye.